Hi guys, this is Mrs. Torigno, and I've gotten some questions about some problems on the test review packet for the Geometry C coordinate plane test. Remember, your test is tomorrow. Unfortunately, I don't have my test review packet here with me, so I don't remember what those specific problems were. But I'm going to try to take a stab at it and review some things that I know were towards the end of that packet, so hopefully that will help you out. I know one of the things was taking some coordinates, and I'm just making these up off the top of my head. So like maybe 1, 3, and -2, 4, and it probably said this was a triangle because it's 3 points, and 5, 0, and it wanted you to apply this rule. Let's see, x plus 1, whoops, didn't mean to do that, and y minus 3, let's just say. Okay, what this means when I give you this rule is this means you want to do this to every single one of your coordinates. So to all your x values, you're going to add 1. And to all your y values, you're going to subtract 3. Okay? So if I were to do this, and you wouldn't necessarily have to write all of this out, but if you need to, and if it's helpful, you can, I would do, for this coordinate, I would take the 1 from here, and I would add 1 from here. And then I would take the 3 from here and subtract the 3 from here. Whoa, that was total coincidence. Those numbers were exactly the same. Okay. 1 plus 1 is 2. 3 minus 3 is 0. So that new coordinate would be 2, 0. Then I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to take -2, 4. And I would do -2 and add the 1, again from up here, and the 4 and subtract the 3 from up here. And let's see, -2 plus 1 is -1, and 4 minus 3 is +1. Okay, so that would be that new coordinate. 5, 0, again, I'm going to take that 5, and whoops, oh, I did it again. Okay, 5 and add the 1. And then I would take the 0 and subtract the 3. That's going to give me 6 and -3. So these would be your answer. These would be your new coordinates. And that's what those questions are asking for. What are the new coordinates? Now, I think those questions also asked you what would happen. What kind of movement would this be? Well, if you think about it, on the x-axis moves left to right, remember? So here's your coordinate plane. Your x's are here, your y's are up and down, okay? And on the x-axis, this direction's positive, this is negative. On the y-axis, up is positive, down is negative. So if I want to do a +1 on the x-axis, that's going to be 1 in this direction. Okay, +1, so that would be 1 to the right. And then -3 would be 3 in this direction. Okay, it's a -3, so you would move down. So what I would say here is that this would move 1 to the right, because +1 on the x-axis is going to move to the right, and then it would move 3 down. Okay, because -3 on the y-axis would move you down 3. Okay, so that's those ones. Let's try another one that I think might be on there. There were some, I know, that asked you, hold on a second. Okay, there were also some like this, where it gave you one set of coordinates, like A, B, and C, for example, and then it gave you a new set of coordinates, and it wanted you to plot both sets and then tell me what happened from one set to the other. So first I'm going to plot this first set. I'm going to plot A, B, and C. A is at 4, 2, which is right here. And it's really going to be helpful if you label your points as you graph them. B is at 3, -5. I totally made these points up, so hopefully this turns out okay. And then -7, -4, is over here. Okay, so that's my original figure. My new figure, A prime, is at negative 4, comma 2. A prime. B prime is at negative 3, negative 5. And C prime is at 7, negative 4. So what I want you to do is look at the two pictures and tell me what happened. Did it translate, meaning did it slide around? Did it flip over, or did it turn? Those are your choices. Well, you should be able to see that this triangle flipped over. Do you see that B flipped over here? A flipped over here, and C flipped over here. Okay? Everything flipped around. This is a reflection. And so that's what I want you to say. That's what your answer is you would just say this represents a reflection. And remember the three transformations we talked about were reflection, and then there was also rotation, which would be some sort of turn. And the last one was translation. Well, I'm not going to fit that in, but translation was our other one. Okay, so one of those three are your three choices. So after you graph them, you decide which one does it look like the most. Okay, those were the two I remember from the end of that test review. If there were some others that you'd like me to go over, I will be up for a while tonight, and if you're still up studying, great. Just email me and I will post something real quick on that too. And also, Mrs. Barr will be available in class tomorrow to answer questions. So if this didn't cover what you need, you're welcome to ask tomorrow. Good luck.